What we are is we're categorized as a heavy installation, National Guard training installation. Now, that doesn't really mean anything to the casual observer, but what it means to us is that we're one of the most significant training installations, National Guard training installations in the United States of America. And a lot of that has to do with the number of soldiers and airmen that train here as opposed to the amount of total acreage that we devote to the training. There are other heavy installations that have far more acres that comprise their operation, but we have nearly 750,000 soldiers and airmen trained here each year when you look at man days. The other thing is we have, as an employer, full-time employment, we generally have 2,100 folks who work here on a daily basis, and then on top of that would be the soldiers and airmen that train here. The priorities that I've established since taking command in December is force protection. And as everybody knows, Indiantown Gap is an open post, so force protection becomes an issue. And it's very easy for somebody to come into Indiantown Gap and do great harm to large numbers of soldiers and then depart quickly thanks to 81 and the fact that we don't have any real means of controlling access in and out of Indiantown Gap, like Fort Benning, for example. Our training support to whomever comes here to train is going to be commander-centric. And what I mean by that is the commander is responsible for preparing his or her organization for deployment to combat. And what we do here is work with that commander to ensure that whatever he or she needs to prepare their unit for that deployment, that we're doing that here. Whether it be ranges, logistical support, working to develop simulations, whatever it is, and we focus on the needs of that particular unit. Infrastructure modernization and sustainability, rising energy costs, for example, are one of the things that we're trying to minimize the effects of that by modernizing barracks and buildings that we had here on the installation. I think we've been pretty successful just this year, for example, renovating a number of barracks in what we have at Canary 13. So we've brought them up to modern energy standards, and they're more comfortable for our soldiers and airmen to stay there. And of course, master planning. That's why we're all here. You know, the things that go on around Indiantown Gap certainly affect what goes on here at Indiantown Gap, and vice versa. So what we're trying to do is go through the process of managing development in a way that's sustainable over time and adequately supports units that come here to train as well as be a business. We had approximately 400,000 man days of business, and you can see since that time there's been a steady increase in the amount of use that Indiantown Gap has realized. There was a little bit of dip last year because the 56th Stryker Brigade and the Aviation Brigade were performing combat operations in Iraq, and they are two heavy users of Indiantown Gap. So we did see a little decrease in the number of soldiers that train here at Indiantown Gap, but we do expect that to go up next year.